scrolling and pay very close attention because the first day of pre-season testing for the 2026 Formula One season has just concluded in Bahrain. The results have sent the entire paddock into a state of absolute paralysis. While the official F1 TV broadcast was busy showing you slow-motion shots of Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, we have been digging through the raw GPS telemetry and intercepted heat sensor data from the pit lane. What we found is a total inversion of everything we thought we knew about the 2026 power struggle. It is Tuesday night, February 10, 2026. The secret failure we warned you about regarding Adrian Newey's Aston Martin has officially manifested. If you thought the Cadillac Super Bowl reveal was the biggest story of the week, you were wrong. The real story is the smoke pouring out of the back of the AMR26 and the illegal piston trap that Mercedes is currently using to dominate the timesheets. Let's get straight into the data, because in the 2026 era, lap times are a lie. While the screen showed George Russell and Kimi Antonelli sitting comfortably at the top with 1-4s, our deep dive into the speed traps tells a much darker story. The Mercedes W17 is currently running a power unit that is effectively a legal cheat until the FIA steps in. We reported last week the 18T1 engine scandal is real, while every other team is struggling to stay within the mandatory 16:1 compression ratio. Mercedes has perfected a thermal expansion piston by using a proprietary alloy that expands by less than half a millimeter at peak racing temperature. They are essentially shrinking the combustion chamber mid-lap, spiking their compression to an illegal 18C1. We've analyzed the GPS traces from the main straight. The Mercedes is gaining 4.2 km/h in the final 100 meters of the acceleration phase, purely ghost power. If the FIA issues a technical directive tonight to force a hot tear down of those engines, Mercedes could fall from P1 to the back of the grid by tomorrow morning. They aren't just testing a car, they are testing the FIA's patience. But while Mercedes is playing a dangerous game with the rules, Adrian Newey is fighting a losing battle against physics. The AMR26 launch in Saudi Arabia promised a spaceship, but today in the 38-degree Bahrain heat, it looked more like a paperweight. We can officially confirm that the 4-month delay Newey admitted to has crippled their testing program. The Aston Martin completed only 22 laps today, the lowest of any team, including the 11th team newcomers Cadillac. Every time Fernando Alonso tried to push for a representative time, the Honda S626 power unit hit a thermal ceiling. Newey's radical tube side pods and that ultra-slim rear packaging are simply not allowing enough air to reach the hybrid cooling system. We saw the mechanics frantically hacking away at the bodywork in the garage, trying to add emergency cooling louvers just to get the car back out for an installation lap. This is exactly what happens when you miss 4 months of wind tunnel calibration. You design a car that works in a computer simulation but melts in the desert. The panic inside the Silverstone squad is visible to anyone with a pair of binoculars. And then there is the shock of the day Cadillac. While the critics, many of you in the comments, called the 11th team a marketing stunt, the American squad just delivered a masterclass in reliability. Using a frozen Ferrari engine design from 2025 as their baseline, Cadillac has avoided the cooling nightmares plaguing Newey. Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas spent the entire afternoon doing high-fuel race simulations. They didn't chase the headline times, but they completed 145 laps, more than Red Bull, Ford and McLaren combined. The Cadillac V Series isn't the fastest car on the grid yet, but it is the most stable. While the Big Three are arguing over illegal pistons and overheating side pods, Cadillac is actually gathering the data they need to win the development war. American sabotage is working. They've traded peak horsepower for bulletproof reliability, and in a 2026 season where half the grid might DNF in Melbourne, might be the smartest engineering decision made this year. This brings us to the verification gap. Some of you have been asking for the raw data files, claiming our reports on the 18C1 trick are clickbait. Well, look at the telemetry yourself. At turn 4, when the drivers hit the throttle, the Mercedes W17 shows a torque curve that shouldn't be possible under the current fuel flow limits. Either Mercedes has discovered a new law of thermodynamics, or they are using that thermal expansion loophole to generate free energy. We have intercepted a leaked email from a rival technical director, rumored to be from Red Bull's Pierre Wache, demanding that the FIA perform a micro-measurement of the Mercedes pistons while the engine is still at operating temperature. FIA agrees to this hot test. The 2026 championship could be over before it begins. We are currently looking at a three-way civil war that has completely fractured the paddock. You have the illegal power camp led by Mercedes, aerodynamic gamble camp led by a stressed Adrian Newey, and the reliability first camp led by the Cadillac Ferrari alliance. Tomorrow is day 2. The rumors are that Red Bull Ford is preparing to debut a radical floor update to counter the Mercedes speed. But if Newey can't get the AMR26 to run more than 5 laps without overheating, it won't matter how much downforce he has. The 2026 era was supposed to be about sustainability and competition, but right now, it's a war of attrition where the smartest engineers are the ones who can just keep their engines from exploding. I want to hear from you right now. Who is the bigger fraud after day 1? Is it Mercedes for running an illegal piston trick, or is it Aston Martin for letting Newey design a car that can't handle the heat? Be honest, are you starting to believe that Cadillac could actually outscore Newey in 2026? I'm going through the comments all night and posting the raw GPS speed trap data to the community tab to show you exactly where the ghost power is coming from. If you want the truth that the official broadcasts won't tell you, you need to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for our Day 2 live breakdown. This is World Formula Apex, and the masks in Bahrain aren't just slipping, they are melting.